Welcome back, y'all. Today I'm super excited to show you what I use in my classroom for behavior management. I try to stick to a few different types of behavior management. I think that sometimes you can get caught up in going and doing a lot of things and not being faithful in them, but if you choose a select few and really focus on them, I think it would really help your class. So my individual one that I really focus on is punch cards. My group one that I really focus on is my compliment letters. And then during every day-to-day, just with our class, at the end of the day, we do lucky ducks. The first thing I'm going to show you is my punch cards. This is an individualized reward. So each student in my class will get their individual punch card. I do them on colored cardstock and then I laminate them so that hopefully they last a while. If you purchase this on Teachers Pay Teachers, it will come like this. And you'll get it all on one sheet. Then you'll print it off on your own colored paper and then cut it. I choose to laminate like I just said, and then there's 28 spots on each punch card. So this is what it looks like. And I have them on all different colors, like I said, but I have different punchers. So I have like a butterfly hole punch and a star hole punch so these kids don't take it home and punch it themselves. So if it's not like my star or my butterfly, then I know, I might have not been the one to give you the punches. But they love these, and then we come up with our reward list together. So in order for the kids to really feel motivated, they need to be a part of the reward selection process. So these are things that they came up with that I approved that are school appropriate. So when they trade in a full punch card, they can choose any of the items on this board. So they can use my Classroom machine, which I'll show you over there. They can get 2 stickers. They can use my pins for the day. They can choose their seat, all these different things. Now, I use the same list year to year to go off of, so if they're like, what are some ideas we can use? I show them a list and then they choose what they want to do and they can add extra things onto it. You might be wondering, what do they do to earn a punch? So if they are doing their job and no one else in the class is, like let's say I'm like, okay, if you can hear me clap once, that's one of the attention getters I get. If you can hear me clap twice. If there's one student from across the room that is paying attention to me and following along with the instructions that I'm saying and no one else is, I'd be like, thank you so much, Jeremiah, you get 2 punches. But it's also for if I'm trying to have class participation, it's a good motivator for thank you so much for answering the question, 2 punches. Then all of a sudden, all the other hands will go up as well. We create our list together and then they choose off of the reward list of what they want. So one of the things was my Classroom machine, which is basically just a little claw machine that has little stuffed animals in it. And I have this linked on my Amazon storefront and I'll link it in this video, and I'll link the little stuffed animals. They love them. They get to keep the animal that they get and then it stays in their little basket that they carry around every day. So it's like their little desk pet. Another option they have is they can spin on the prize wheel, and all of these are also different things and rewards that the students came up with, so they love to do that as well. And then another one of the options that I have is my mystery prize machine, which is basically just an old gumball machine that I got. And I got these clear plastic capsules that I have inside that have neon paper in them. And so this one is kind of just luck of the draw. So they put in a coin, they get a prize, and whatever they get is their prize. Some of the options in the mystery prize machine are like lunch with a teacher and a friend, go read to a younger class. I've definitely connected with other teachers to make sure that the prizes in this are appropriate and that they approve of them as well. But the kids love the suspense of them not knowing what they're gonna get. If they choose that they want to use my pens, then they get this entire pen holder at their desk for the day. So if we're taking notes, they get to use all my colored pens, all my markers, whatever is in this that will be at their desk for the day. As far as teacher chair, I have 1 chair at my small group table and 1 chair at my actual desk. And then I have one of those director chairs that I kind of redid and made it pink because pink is fun. And they can pick any 3 of those chairs to sit in. But if they choose that, then their entire time in my class, they just take my chair and go put it at their desk. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my compliment letters. As you can see, my class has already gotten some of the compliments. They haven't got the full word yet. So the way this works is this is a whole class incentive. A compliment, obviously, is if someone is like, wow, your class is walking so quietly in the hallway, or wow, you're working so well together. Anytime another teacher gives my class a compliment, we flip over a letter. This is to encourage positive behavior in the other classrooms, in their specials classes, in the hallway, lunch, recess. It gives them an opportunity to try to show others how amazing they can be, and if they get a compliment, we flip over a letter. Here's the thing. You cannot ask for a compliment. I tell them it's weird if you're walking down the street and you're like, oh my gosh, I love my shirt. Can you tell me that you love my shirt? That's weird, and I tell them that. So I'm like, you can't go into a class asking for a compliment. If you do your job and they see that, they'll give you a compliment. The compliment letters that are on my board are from the Instagram account called Grades and Grace, and you can find her on Teachers Pay Teachers. She had a small version of it, and then I made it larger to fit my needs for my classroom. So with those, every time we fill up a whole word, they choose a whole class reward. Now, I don't have an anchor chart for that because I want the suspense to be built the whole time they're trying to get a compliment. So how this works is once we fill up the whole word, they come in the next day, and in the morning, we'll make a list on the whiteboard of prizes that they want as a whole class. Some examples are lunch and movie in the classroom, extra recess, have a free seating chart for the next week. They can pick wherever they want to sit in my class so they can all sit next to their friends. They can bring blankets and pillows for a fort day. They can have pajama day. They can bring stuffed animals. We can do a class show and tell. But the most popular ones are probably lunch and movie in the classroom and then extra recess. This is a really good motivator because it really helps my class stand out in the hallway for being a class that does their job because they love the compliment letters. Everyone on my team also does this, so we know to look for each other's classes to give them compliments. Now, if you go through a period where you're not flipping over compliment letters and staying consistent, it will wear off and it won't work. So you have to make sure that you are consistently giving them compliments and letting them get compliments from other teachers. So like when you're gonna go pick up your kids from specials, maybe shoot them a text before you get there. Hey, we're trying to earn compliments letters, let me know how they did. Or when you're dropping them off, be like, remember you're trying to earn a compliment letter, and then other people will hear that as well and understand the process. These are my lucky ducks. I use these at the end of the day. If like I say, oh my goodness, you guys did such an amazing job today, I'm gonna draw 3 lucky ducks. So in this container, I have rubber duckies that each have a number on the bottom of them. Everyone in my class knows what their number is on my roster, and so if I draw their number, then that means that they're the lucky duck. I draw 3, maybe 4. If we had a rough day, I'll draw 1 because I still want to keep it going and keep them motivated even if we had a rougher day. When I draw their number, then they get to spin on my prize wheel. Like I said earlier, this is my prize wheel. Now that you know what my punch cards are, a lot of these rewards are for punches. And some of the ones that the kids love the most is like you get 5 punches and then you get to pick a friend to get 5 punches. So even if they're not the person that got the lucky duck, they're still cheering their friends on, hoping that maybe if their friend gets to get extra punches that they'll pick them. The favorite one though of all of the rewards is the jackpot, because then they get to choose any of the items on this entire wheel. I know that might seem like a lot and you're like, I don't know where to start. You can go to TPT and you can get my punch cards. And then once you print them off, all you need is a hole punch. So once you start giving them those and they start seeing that they can get rewards, it's gonna improve their behavior because they see that there's a goal they're trying to achieve. As a teacher, I know that money can be tight, so I don't want you to think that the only way you can reward your kids is with a prize box. I do have a treasure chest, but half the time the kids don't even pick it because they wanna sit in my chair. They wanna use my pens. They wanna stay with friends at lunch. They wanna have a free seating chart. Whatever it is, there's so many options that you can do that don't involve money. So you can reward these kids and motivate these kids with things that you already have at your fingertips that aren't gonna cost you anything. In my next video, you can look for a day in the life of being a teacher, from waking up, going to school all day, and then what after school looks like for me and my family. So I hope you have the best day, and I'll see you soon.